Well, hello, YouTube. On today's episode of Know Your Rights, we are covering a lawsuit against the Colorado Springs Police Department for excessive force that has been settled. If that sounds interesting to you, please take a moment and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you love retro video games as much as I do, please check out our new channel, Retro Gaming Central, where we cover all things in that genre. Now, let's dive right into this new story out of Colorado Springs. It has been agreed to settle a federal lawsuit filed against two Colorado Springs police officers and the city by a demonstrator who was allegedly thrown headfirst into the pavement. Colorado Springs City Council approved a $175,000 settlement for Celia Palmer, who was allegedly ambushed by Sergeant Keith Reddy on June 2, 2020. Miss Palmer and a friend were at a protest against police violence. When an officer told the demonstrators to disperse, she left. Miss Palmer filed an excessive force lawsuit against the city, which was eventually dismissed. After making comments like "kill them all" and "kill them all" on a Facebook livestream event of a Black Lives Matter rally in Colorado Springs in June 2020, Sergeant Reddy was suspended by the police department. The suspension took effect in August of 2020. An attorney who represented Miss Palmer said in an email statement that the settlement brings some form of justice to the woman who had been brutally assaulted for no cause. The settlement involves the addition of the following wording to the Colorado Springs Police Department policy, which will become effective on March 1, 2022. Warnings must be given to a crowd before using less lethal instruments or force to disperse them, according to federal law. Prior to the use of force, an officer must identify himself or herself as a peace officer and state the reason for the use of force. It is not necessary for an officer to issue a warning, where doing so would excessively place officers at a danger of injury and/or would create a risk of death or injury to other persons, according to the policy language from the California State Police. When a warning cannot be given in a circumstance involving the use of force, the officer will document the reasons for this in the incident report, the officer writes. In a statement, the city stated that the settlement did not implicate Sergeant Reddy or Officer Wesley Woodworth in any wrongdoing on the part of the city. Of course, no actual responsibility was taken by the city or the police officers involved. The city of Colorado Springs made the decision to settle this lawsuit in order to protect the interest of its taxpayers, said the mayor of Colorado Springs. According to the statement from the mayor, the expense of litigation is taken into consideration when making settlement decisions. With relation to this matter, no wrongdoing by the officers involved was discovered by the city. That begs the question, why in the world are they settling then? Not until there is complete transparency and accountability will police officers stop assaulting citizens. Well, YouTube, I hope you liked this video. Before you go, please take a moment and subscribe to our channel. Until the next episode of Know Your Rights, stay safe out there.